0 to JLPT N5. This is lesson 23. So today we will talk about time duration words such as 1 hour, 2 hours, and so on. But before that, let's review our past few lessons. So we have been working on time expression words such as 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, January, February, and so on. And whenever you use those time expression words in a sentence, you need to have ni particle after those expressions. For example, I woke up at 7 o'clock. This is 7時に起きました。7 o'clock is 7時. And because it's a time expression, you need to have ni particle. Another one, I will play golf on Sunday. 日曜日にゴルフをします。Sunday also is a time expression word. Therefore, you need to have ni particle after 日曜日 Sunday. So, whenever you indicate a specific point in time in a sentence, you need to have this ni particle after those time expression words. And that includes a specific time such as 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and also day of the week, month, and date. So January, February, 10th, 11th, and so on. But there are some exceptions. Which are those? So time expressions without ni particle. So you don't have to use ni particle when the time is general, value, or relative. For example, today, yesterday, tomorrow, this week, last week, and so on. As for these time expressions, whenever you indicate these in a sentence, you don't need this ni particle. So, this is what we talked about last time. But today we will move on to time duration words, and you will learn how to indicate the time duration in a sentence. So I will show you one example. I studied for 1 hour. This is 1時間勉強しました。1 hour is 1時間. And as you might have noticed, there is no particle after 1時間. So, a good thing about time duration words is that no particle needed and you can throw them in anywhere in the sentence as long as you keep the verb at the very end. So, as it says, the duration of an activity such as 1時間 1 hour doesn't require any particles. So, time duration words are very simple to use because you can throw them in anywhere in the sentence and no particle needed, like this example. So, before we do one exercise, let's look at those expressions. Today we will focus on hours. So at first I will read everything for you, so please listen. 1 hour, 1時間 2 hours, 2時間 3, 3時間 4, 4時間 5, 5時間 6, 6時間 7, 7時間 8, 8時間 9, 9時間 10, 10時間 1 hour and a half 1時間半 30 minutes 30分 So, when we talked about specific time, such as 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, that was just 1時, right? But this time you need to add this kan. And this 4 hours, 7 hours, and 9 hours, those are the special ones. So for it's yojikan, not 4時間 or 6時間. So be careful with this one. And 7, this is 7時間, not 7時間. Lastly, 9 hours, this is 9時間, not 9時間. So be careful with these 3 numbers. And 1 hour and a half, this is 1時間半. Basically, all you have to do is to add this 半, which means a half. But as for 30 minutes, you have to say 30分. 半 doesn't work in this case. It has to be 30分. So, we will be using these expressions today when you do the exercise. So you can stop the video and take a memo of these and move on to the exercise. Or I can put these expressions in the description below so that you can refer to them when you do the exercise. Now, I'd like you to translate these 3 sentences into Japanese. So remember, when you use a time duration word, no particle needed and you can throw them in anywhere in the sentence as long as you keep the verb at the very end. So stop the video and when you are ready, please come back. Now the answers. I worked out at the gym for 2 hours. So this is ジムで2時間運動しました。ジムで that means at the gym. Because gym is where the action took place, you need to have the particle to indicate this is the place of action. And 2時間 that's 2 hours. Because it's a time duration word, no particle needed. And very lastly, the verb to work out. 運動しました. It's a past tense, therefore, ました ending. Second one, I worked at the office for 8 hours. オフィスで8時間仕事しました. At the office. So office is where the action took place. Therefore, you need to have the particle to indicate this is the place of action, action of working. Then 8時間 that's 8 hours. Because it's a time duration word, no particle needed. And lastly, the verb 仕事しました worked. And as long as you keep the verb at the very end, word order doesn't matter. Therefore, 8時間オフィスで仕事しました That can work as well. Lastly, I slept for 7.5 hours. 7時間半寝ました。7時間半 that's a time duration word, so no particle needed. And the verb is 寝ました slept. It's a verb, therefore you need to have it at the very end. Now, I will read everything, so please repeat after me. ジムで2時間運動しました。 オフィスで8時間仕事しました。7時間半寝ました。Very good job. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me anytime, and I will be very happy to answer your questions. So lastly, I have this homework for you. Please translate these sentences into Japanese. I will put those vocabularies in the description below so that you can refer to them when you do the homework. So very good job, and I really look forward to seeing your homework. So みんな今日もありがとう。I will see you again in the next lesson then. みんなまたね。